Mercedes Desire is away. You know, when I used to spend a lot of time with my dad, um, and we will have situations where maybe I have to open a bottle, or and I'm like, Dad, like there's no way to open this. We need something else to open it, And my dad will always tell me, well, if they were able to put it together, there's always a way to take it apart, right? And that is so true. There is always a way, guys. There is always a way. Don't get stuck. Do not. I refuse to allow any of you guys to get stuck. So I wanted to share, a little bit about my experience and my stories. We all have stories to tell. We all have our own unique experience in life, right? We all have our unique experience in life. And when I went on talking about activation, there's levels to you. There's levels of us, right? To get to a higher level within ourselves, to our higher self, right? So I figure I'll talk on my experience, and you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from when I'm saying that there's levels into activating yourself. I'm in an activation phase right now, actually. You won't believe it, but my last car activated me. I don't know what it was. I went back to see the replay, and it just did something to me, and it kind of brought me to a new enlightenment, and when it comes to activating yourself, and when I say activation, is basically having a new, it's like a new stage in your life. Like you just hit something click in your mind, and when that clicks, you start taking initiative in a different way. You start seeing things in a different way. What you were questioning, now you found the answer, right? So let's start with, as you guys know, I traveled in my youth. I was in Italy, and I came back when I was 12. And let's speak on accountability, right? On accountability. So when I was 12, I took a personal responsibility upon myself. I guess I was already wise for my age, I would say. But I used to get a lot of bad grades and stuff in school because I was never in school. They used to send me with a big fat package because I used to travel a lot. And, hi, Larry. So I made a decision upon myself that I was going to go to school every day. I wasn't doing this traveling anymore. It kind of came off like my mom didn't really care. And I mean, to this day, I still feel the same, because she never put pressure on me when it came to school. I went, and if I didn't go, I didn't go. And it wasn't a big deal. Look at my baby. She wants to be a baker, and she just finished baking some cupcakes. This looks so nice. I like it, baby. Say hi. She likes baking. I'll get some when I finish, okay? Okay. She just did that. Oh my goodness. Capital Q, Larry, capital Q. So back on the story. So when I was in Italy and I came back here, I told my mom I want to go back. I want to go back to Miami, and I want to stay there. I'm done with the traveling and all this extra stuff. I didn't see how it was helping me, because when you go to school, they kind of put this thing in your mind, if you don't finish school, if you don't go through a school, and you won't be successful, right? Which is a lie, as we know. It's a lie. Okay, they do not prepare us. They do not prepare us to be adults, and they do not prepare us for the real world. Okay, they do not prepare us for. Little did I know that me traveling with my mom was preparing me for the real world. But that's not how I was seeing it at my time when I was 12 years old. I felt that if I wanted to become that I want to become, I have to stick to school and take it serious, right? What's up, baby?
The second part of cupcakes, second 12 cupcakes are not baking. They're still like.
Do you put the 20 minutes like I told you?
Yeah, but it's
and
not
does
baking.
It say bake in the top? Okay, so just let.
But it's not baking.
How much time does it say now? Okay. Cha, let me finish, baby, and then I go help you. Just leave it in there, okay? All right. I don't like being distracted. I normally, but I don't.
Can I get phone call, Daddy?
No, baby, I'm on the phone right now. Give me a minute, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I had a vibration going on while we're listening to you guys. I just finished. Okay, so let me go straight to the point because now I feel like I'm making this long. What I'm saying is, that was for me my first breakthrough in my life. As far as where I would see myself later on. And they asked us the question like what we want to be when we grow up, and at that time I really didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. And they normally telling you the basics, a teacher, a doctor, a police officer, security, like those basic things, like they as heroes, as they say, but I really did not know which one that I want to take at that time. And so I got to like college and I realized how much I like web design, and I got into high school, and I got into web design in 9th grade, and I just built a passion from there, and that's why I got as good as I did. And to this day, this is what I still do. I still do web design. But moving forward, and this story is when I was 12 and I told my mom that I wanted to come back to Miami. This is what was going in my mind. Hi, Jaritza. Hi, Keith. How are you guys? Kings and queens, the beautiful beings. I told her that I wanted to come here. And in my mind, what I was thinking was that I had to take full responsibility and accountability for myself if I want to be successful, in being a part of school, right? And in that moment, that was my breakthrough. That's when I made the decision of who I wanted to be as a person, as a being, like as a woman. What did I want to see in the mirror when I became an adult? This is my first breakthrough at 12 years old. And I was on my own at 12 years old. And it was I'm not going to say it was a cakewalk, but I'm very grateful for all those things. I don't take anything back, and I don't have no regrets at all. Because if I didn't go through the things that I did, I wouldn't be as strong as I am today, and I wouldn't be the person that I am. And I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying, right? So being accountable for yourself is a very strong moment in your life. Sometimes, we're going through situations and we know what we need to do. We know we need to become accountable for the situation, and sometimes we feel like we're too weak to do it, or, maybe you just don't know how to do it, so you don't follow through with it. But let me tell you something. When you feel it inside of you, that's the Most High letting you know, let's get this going, and I'm sure you guys heard me saying this before, but when he speaks to you, it's not like a voice that you really hear, it's like, I've heard, it's like you hear say, I don't know how to explain it, but it's real and it's inside of you and it's a higher you, and when you're not walking towards your purpose, I take it that the Most High give us punishments because we know, and we're being disobedient. We are not listening. We're not listening and taking heed of that he's trying to lead us in, and all you see things is getting worse and worse and worse. And then you're over here questioning, well, why does my life feel like it's falling apart? Why all these things are happening right now, That's because you're not paying attention. You're not listening. It's time to listen. You know, if you need to stay in silence and you cannot have the silence in the place that you're in your area, find it. Find that silence, even if it is, going to take a bath. If you have a bath, you know, treat yourself. Fill up the tub and have that moment for yourself, even if it has to be at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Because that's when everything calms down. Like, it's very crucial that you spend time with yourself. But the Most High, okay, this is him letting us know, look, if you don't listen to me, I'm going to show you why you need to listen to me. And things will fall into place. Crazy. And you questioning, that's because you're not listening. You're not paying attention to what God is trying to tell you, where he's trying to lead you. Okay? Now, moving forward, and what I'm saying in levels within ourselves, we have breakthroughs within our lives, and that's when I say activation, because you activate and it takes you to a certain level. And once you outgrown that level of activation, you start feeling like it's stagnant. That's because it's time to reach to another level. And you know this because you start feeling it and you start questioning it, So now it's how you seeking. You seeking, you shall find, right? So take accountability and listen, okay? If you are not okay where you are right now, if you're not okay where you are right now, if you're not okay where you are right now, and you feel like your life is falling apart, it's time for you to sit down and reanalyze. And if you want, you can write this down. Hey, y'all need to start reading some books. Start reading some books. Start reading some books if I'm not loud enough. Okay? Books changed my life. I started reading books when I would want to say about 13, 14 years old. And I did not like to read. And the reason, I don't even know how this happened, but I met my dad when I was 13. And he gave me a book. You guys gonna laugh at this. He gave me a book when I was 13 years old. And the book was Commodities. Y'all know what commodity is? That's the real world. Okay. It wasn't about self-development and all. He just gave me a book about commodities. And the only reason, hey, I don't know what just happened. You know what? Facebook watching us, right? Y'all know Facebook watching us. I was about to drop a bomb and they knew that. Oh my goodness. I just gotta laugh about this. That's when you know it's real. We are all beings of energy, and we're constantly being attacked. So depending on what level of frequency you're in within yourself, is to say how that attack would really go. Right? We're gonna have to shift this whole thing now because they just picked up on what I was about to say. Okay, so I'm gonna make this one a little bit shorter, but I just wanted to share that we have breakthroughs within our life, and that's part of our elevation within ourselves. And sometimes when you're going through those breakthroughs, some people don't even realize that they're going through a breakthrough in their life. But if you're feeling that it can't get any worse, that is the breakthrough. Okay? That is the breakthrough. When you're at that point where this can't get no worse than what it already is, that's your breakthrough. Okay? That means it's time to move. Okay? Do something different. Okay? I did something I'm not going to share on this call, but I took multiple sacrifices within my life to reach different levels within myself in every breakthrough. And that would be something that I will probably share in a different call because that's a situation on its own, And we all have our story. Thing is acting up. But I think y'all got the message. Basically what I'm saying is to take accountable and think about who you want to be in the next. How about this? this is what I do. I don't really go anywhere. I'm home most of the time. And even though I'm home most of the time, I still get dressed as if I'm going out to work somewhere. I run my business from my house, multiple businesses, and I have multiple things going on. The only time that I do dress laid back is when I'm doing my jury, which is my EMF organize. That's the only time that I dress down to feel to have a certain energy flowing within myself of peace. Because it's very important that I give the right energy into my pendants. They're like my babies. Thank you, Eva. So on and on. Think about the person that you would like to be. The person that you would like to be. And be that person today. Be that person right now. Start acting, start walking, start talking how you expect that you to be. Okay? That's basically what I'm telling you right now. It's something that I unconsciously was doing. So that's why many people see me as if I'm already there, you know. But where there is to me is not where I am right now. There is further than what I already am. But I was already moving how I would expect me to move. I was already speaking how I expect me to speak. This person that you hear speaking right now, I used to you won't believe this, but when back in my in before I became an adult, in every sentence I had a cuss word. That was I was raised in the hood, but in every sentence I had a cuss word. And I'm very grateful of the people that I came across because it just took for that one person to acknowledge that it was something wrong, that wasn't okay, you know? And every time I was talking to that individual, they will always catch me and have me repeat myself over and over until I say it the right way, and remove the cuss words out of my vocabularies, and I'm very appreciative of that person. But be that person. Be that person you want to be. So okay, let's talk about your environment, right? How do you want your environment to look, right? How what is the visual of this great big beautiful house or whatever it is? What is your visual of it? Start creating it now. So if you have to completely remove all your furniture and start over, then start there. Just throw everything out. Everything holds energy. FYI, everything holds energy, right? So if you take something from an individual that they have used, know that the energy that they you know that they have that they is on that. So be mindful when you take things from people as well, because everything carries energy, especially pictures. I don't use pictures on my walls, and stuff like that. I have mostly you know sticky notes, and boards all over the place, and it's just talking to myself. I told you about the sticky notes. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoy this call. Facebook was trying to turn this off, and it's all good. I'm at a very level place right now within myself. I'm not too lit how I normally am. Because I have to get ready for a new phase within my life. And you know what I like the most about BYOBFX? That you guys actually get to see my growth and be a part of it. I think that is such a blessing. And not just that, you're gonna be somebody great. And I'm telling you what I'm telling you because I know who I am. And everybody that came across my path is in that process of becoming something great, someone great that they didn't even know that they they were gonna, their life was gonna turn out the way that it turned out. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mercedes Desire Falcon. You can find me on social media all across the board, Mercedes Desire. Let's grow. I love you extremely.
I am me, and I love you extremely. I am me, and I love you extremely. I am me, and I love you extremely. I am me, and I love you extremely.